in this problem, I want you to calculate for quarterly payments. Okay. Thank you. Done ready. Thank you. Okay. So everyone, I give you 5 minutes to calculate this quarterly payments. Now it's 9:12. So 9:17. Okay. I want a volunteer to show us for this kind of calculation.
Can
yes.
you copy and paste in the chat box again for this question?
Sorry, I forget. Okay, this is the problem. Okay. So I need a volunteer. The time is over right now. Can I have a volunteer, please?
อาจารย์คะ
Yes.
Is it minus? Is it negative?
Is what negative?
PMT ค่ะ
Did you see my our previous example?
Yes, I mean for this question. The answer
Should it be? I think all of you should get like similar answer. So can someone just type me in the chat box? Is it positive or negative values for this PMT in the second one? Class, is it positive or negative? Okay, now Sukarin, just tell what? Tanyathon as well. Okay. So before we talk about positive or negative, in here you have to see first. Did it say that quarterly payment, when you pay, is it positive or negative? When you pay, is it the money coming into your pocket or out of our pocket?
Out.
If it's out, it's negative. Yeah, I told you already, right? In the previous example, if the money is out of your pocket, it's always negative. If it's incoming money, it's positive values. Okay, thank you. So any volunteer for this example? Don't be shy. You can just like show up what you did. Okay, so
because I can show, but I'm not sure if the answer is right.
No problem, Path. Just like show it. If it's wrong, I can fix it for you. So if you're there enough to show, doesn't matter whether it's wrong or right. If it's wrong, okay, you know that, okay, I can fix for you, I'll support you. But if it's right, that would be great. Okay, so I stop my sharing first. Path, would you please like share your screen to us, please?
This is my screen.
You make this.
I don't think if you guys can see. So what I did, the first thing I did was I came here. I inputted all the things, like for the rate, I put in 0.875. This one I got by dividing 3.5% by 4 terms.
Yeah, why do you have to divide it by 4?
Because it's quarterly, it's not monthly. Like if it was monthly, we divide by 12, because it's quarterly and there are 4 quarters in 1 year. So I divided by 4.
Yeah, okay.
And then for the number of quarters, they said that the interest was for 2 years. So and in 2 years, there are 8 quarters, because yearly there's 4 quarters. So I did by 8. And then the present value, I did 0, because over here, they said the current value is 0. And for the future value, I put 5,000 as it said over here to reach 5,000. And the type, I put 0 because there was no type mentioned. So the thing I did was like I wrote down PMT, I came here and I did financial. And then I put PMT.
Yeah.
So as the rate, I inputted this one. And number, I inputted this. PV, I did this. if we added this and type, I inputted this. Now I'm not sure if the answer is right, but it showed a before solving it showed a number here, and I pressed
Right.
done. And as
Okay.
answer I got negative 2823.
Yep. So can you show me the rate again in C14? Can you double click? Let me have a look a bit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this one, all you did is correct. All the steps you did is correct, except just a bit only. That is the rate. Okay. So Parth, can you please double click on your interest rate once again in the C14? C14. Yeah.
Yes.
Double click, please. For the rate here, 3.5 in terms of percentage. 3.5 mean 350%. It is not 3.5%.
Okay. That should be 0.
So you have to put no. Yeah, that is 0.035. Yeah, or you may divide it by 100. That is okay. From the previous one. Okay, you press enter and see what happened.
Okay.
So you can see that there's a lot of difference in here. It is like a lot different because you can see that in here it is like from just like tens of, I think you got like 28 or something before, but right now it just like turned out to be 606.11, right? Okay, let me just like check something a little bit.
อาจารย์คะ
Yes.
May I ask for the type? I thought the payment made at start of each quarter means like at the beginning, right? So should it be 1?
Okay, thank you, Tanyathon. So another path type here is wrong. Please change the type because it said that payment made at start of each quarter. Everyone just remember this output first is 606.11. Path, please change the type to be 1 because you pay at the beginning of the quarter. Enter. Yeah. So this one is correct already because the type is beginning of the quarter. So everyone, you have to be careful because if you just like just specify the type wrongly, the amount of money will be changed. What does it mean? You can see that when you pay at the beginning of the quarter and when you pay at the end of the quarter, it's a lot different because the interest will run for more 3 months before you pay. Because I mean, like if you pay on the first day of the quarter, compare with you pay at the end of the quarter, that means it's another 120. It's another 90 days. That means in this one, another 90 days, the interest rate, the interest amount will be increasing, for sure. That's why in that case, if you specify type as 0, the PMT will be increased for $6 per each quarter. Okay, thank you, Path. Okay, so right now I think everyone, you see already how you can do it, and not just me but your classmate can help fixing this problem for you as well. So that means in this one, hang on, just one belong. Okay, in this one quarterly payments, that means you ask for PMT and then quarterly payment means that for the payments here, okay, you have to pay quarterly. Okay, current value of PV is 0, then you type 0 here. Okay, required to reach 5,000 over 2 years. That means 2 years and quarterly, you have to change the number of period to be 2 years by 4 quarters, because in each year you have 4 quarters. If you can't remember, this is a year and then you have a quarter. that means okay, each quarter is 3 months. That's why you have to make the end period to be 8 quarters. Okay. And then you want to reach 5,000. That means 5,000 is in the future and you will receive 5,000 back. So that's why FV must be positive $5,000. Interest rate is 3.5% per year. You have to change it to be quarterly basis. Then, as I told you, a year has 4 quarters. You have to divide it by 4. So this is interest rates. Said per quarter is better. Okay. And then for the type, you pay at the start of the quarter. Then you just like calculate the PMT function. Rate N per PV FV type. It is negative $600.85. Put none is better. Okay. Yeah. So this is the PMT. Right. So any question for this example? Okay. So I have the problems in the chat box. What is type again? 1 means you pay at the beginning of each period. Okay. While 0 means that you pay at the end of the period. Okay, this is what type is used. Okay, so be careful the type as well, because I mean, like sometimes it looks like very easy, but you forgot about the type. So somebody may just like do it wrongly because of the type. Because as I told you, if you just like change from pay at the beginning of the period to be pay at the end of the period, the interest will cause your amount of money to be just like change, and it costs the error or mistakes in your calculation. Okay, so now, do we still have any other questions so far in the PMT function? If you don't have, yes.
Sorry, yes. I could not make my answer to be the positive, but the answer is also correct, but it's not in negative form.
Not in negative form or in negative form?
Not in negative form.
Not in negative form. Can you show me the screen ครับ
ได้ค่ะ
Okay, please share your screen now ครับ This is negative ครับ but it just show in red, just that.
Oh, okay.
But I mean this one, you better change it to be in negative symbol. It is better than just showing in red, because sometimes you may think that you just like do something wrong, but actually it's not wrong นะครับ Just change the format ครับ Right click and choose formats. Yeah. Okay. So just wait นะครับ somebody asked me as well that why does my one show as bracket? Yeah, you can see that there are many possible ways to show นะครับ It may be show in bracket, it may be show in red color, it may be show in negative symbol นะครับ But anyway, your calculation is correct ครับ Okay.
Thank you ค่ะ
You're welcome ครับ Okay. So Pirasit, you know the answer already, right? Okay นะครับ Now let's go back to our functions นะครับ After we talk about the PMT function already, the next function that we are going to learn is FV function or future value นะครับ or future value. Future value is used to calculate the future amount of money นะครับ You can see that in these first two example. You can see that future value tell us that, okay, the first example, it showed us that that the future value when you borrow the money, it is 0 here, means that you clear out your debts. While the second one, second example show us that FV or future value is 5,000. In this case, it's an investment. So that means you want your investment to reach 5,000. To reach 5,000. So that's why you use FV to represent the amount of money that you have in the next 2 years. So now, if you have like other values, but you would like to show or you would like to find your future value, what is it? Okay, let me just like show you for the first example, the first problem. Okay, in here, I just show you in the chat box first. This won't be long. Okay, this one is the problem นะครับ Okay, you can see that in this one, let me explain to you นะครับ For the example number 1 here นะครับ It just like asks us for future value. So this one asks you straightforwardly, asks you for the future value นะครับ of an investment นะครับ It's similar to example 2 in the previous function นะครับ When you save your money, you want to see the future value of money นะครับ Okay, so let me just like show you for the list of argument in the FV functions นะครับ In FV function, okay, let's go to I type FV. FV will return future value on investment based on periodic, constant payment, and constant interest rate. As I told you earlier, when you calculate these series of functions, the assumption must be the same นะครับ Constant payment, it means that you pay equally every time. And constant interest rate means that the interest rate cannot be changed during the contractual period. The arguments that it need to have is rate, N per, PMT, PV, and type. Be careful นะครับ The order of the argument is important. Don't shuffle it. Rates, sorry, rates, N per, PMT, PV, and type. Now let's see. With this one, we need to find future value of investment นะครับ This case is the investment case. We want to invest 1,000 per month over 5 years. 1,000 per month is here. 1,000 per month for over 5 years. Over 5 years means that, okay, the total period of time is 5 years. And you pay this one, you pay at the end of each month. That means you pay monthly. So the number of period will be 5 years times 12, sorry, 5 years times 12 because you pay monthly, So hang on, times 12, yeah. And then present value is 0, okay, because you just start saving with no money before. Rate is 5% per year. Now you enter 5%. But you have to change it to be monthly rate because payment is monthly. You have to divide the rate by 12. It is per month. N per is 60 months. Next, type you make the payment at the end of the month. Okay, as we used earlier, if payment made at the end of the month, it must be 0 นะครับ. So, okay, if you start calculating, what will happen? Okay, I use FV นะครับ and then I just like choose the function FV here rate and per PMT PV and type. Okay. In this one นะครับ let's have a look on the intermediate result first. If you have a look on the intermediate result, it shows negative. It shows negative $68,006. What does it mean? It means that in here, if you save the money in the future, you will receive negative 68,000. If you remember, I told you earlier that negative means that the money is out of your pocket. But how come in the future you save the money while the money 68,000 is out of your pocket? This one is wrong. Can you tell me what's wrong with this calculation? This calculation is wrong. What happened?
Shouldn't it be positive because it's a future investment they will receive?
Yes, it must be positive, but in this calculation it's negative. What's wrong with it? What makes this calculation wrong? Yeah, I should ask you like this.
The payment should be negative.
That's right. The negative for the payment must be fixed. Payment you pay out to save the money. It's impossible to be positive because if it is positive, it means that you receive the money $1,000. But this one is not. You are saving. That means each month you have to pay out to save in the bank or to save to just like in whatever form for the investment. So this one, it must be negative 1,000. So when I change, you can see that the FV will be updated to be the positive values. That means in the next 5 years, your future value of money is $68,006.08. นะครับ this one. Okay. Any question for this example ครับ If you don't have any questions นะครับ before we finish the class, I want you to do this one by yourself นะครับ the second example. Okay, I give you 5 minutes to do this. Just won't be long นะครับ Okay, please do example number 2 for me ครับ 5 minutes please.
Ajahn, why should it be negative again?
Which one is negative?
The payment.
Because you pay it out.
Out.
When it's out of your pocket, it must be negative ครับ Okay, time's up นะครับ right now some of you type the answer in the chat box นะครับ thank you. The one that hang on, one is correct, one is not correct นะครับ now let's see. For this one นะครับ you can see that for the future value of investment, that is FV function นะครับ investment of 2,000 per quarter นะครับ so that means you pay out 2,000 every quarter. Then don't forget นะครับ it must be negative 2,000 because you pay out นะครับ $2,000 per quarter. Okay. Over 4 years, that means the end per นะครับ is 4 years นะครับ quarterly. So you have to multiply 4 by 4, that is 16 นะครับ After that, present value 0, PV 0. Interest rate is 10% per year. Rate is 10% per year, but you have to change it to be quarterly rate. then you have to divide it by 4 นะครับ to get quarterly rates per quarter นะครับ and then type you pay at the start of each quarter type is 1 so FV นะครับ so I just type FV function by myself FV and then I put rates N per PMT PV and type is here. Okay. It's 729 นะครับ 46 and let me just change the format a bit. I show yeah so this is $39,729.46 นะครับ in total นะครับ that we will receive as a future value นะครับ so Karin what you type to me is correct นะครับ it's positive numbers right so for anyone who don't receive 39,729.46 นะครับ you have to check it might be possible that you put some arguments wrong นะครับ just check it like especially for the rate it must be per quarter นะครับ N per it must be number of quarters นะครับ PMT it is the amount per quarter and also you have to make it to be the negative values because you pay it out นะครับ present value is 0 as a problem stated and type is 1 because you pay at the start of each quarter นะครับ so you get this amount of money right so up to this point do you have any questions okay if you don't have any questions นะครับ for anyone who would like to meet me after class นะครับ just wait นะครับ okay if for the rest of you นะครับ if you don't have any questions นะครับ would you please turn on your camera ครับ before we finish the class today Ravinan ครับ please turn on your camera ครับ Ravinan Thirathon Poon and Patranit ครับ please also turn on your camera นะครับ Who is CC ครับ CC is very dark here ครับ I can't see you at all okay Thirathon ครับ are you here Thirathon please turn on your camera oh okay it's bright now ครับ CC okay then นะครับ if you don't have any questions you have a nice day today นะครับ take care นะครับ everyone take care and stay safe นะครับ because yesterday in Thailand they found out that okay, there are another 300 plus people who got infected from the virus in corona yeah the COVID-19 virus ครับ so that means you have to be careful more ครับ don't just go out much นะครับ okay then นะครับ everyone have a nice day and we see each other again on Wednesday hey okay before I forget some of you asked me during last week asked me about like the extra credit exercise and you say that you don't see any submission button I haven't assigned the extra credit assignment to you yet นะครับ because we have to study for the H lookup function first it is in the next topic after the financial function นะครับ so that means maybe the end of this week or the beginning of next week I will assign you นะครับ you have plenty of time to do I'll just like remind you once again don't worry everyone will get the extra point if you submit those assignments to me นะครับ okay นะครับ everyone you have a nice day and we see each other again on Wednesday ครับ bye bye for now นะครับ everyone bye bye take care
Thank you ค่ะอาจารย์
welcome
ครับบ๊ายบาย
Thank
ครับ
you
you're welcome ครับ bye bye